Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Sakura Reed. Something I've been noticing for the last few days, it's only been like a couple days, like 2 or 3 days, but there's a bird that keeps talking to me. And it's always when I'm in my bathroom, because my bathroom's obviously in the back of the house, and I have a window, so I always have my window open when I'm in there. And yesterday, I heard, it was the day before yesterday when I first heard the bird chirping, and I looked outside. It was kind of like on the roof of the bottom of the add-on in front of me. And then it was getting scared. It was backing off, but it was still looking at me like it was curious, and then it flew away. And I'm like, what the hell? So, just now I'm in my bathroom, I'm combing my hair, and I'm hearing it go off, and it's chirping 4 times each time. Like chirp, 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 chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. And I'm like, okay. And then sometimes it'll be 3 chirps, because I was counting. I wanted to see. But it was chirp, 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 chirp. It was 4 chirps. I looked out the window. I couldn't really see that good. But I know it was close, because how it sounded like it was right on the add-on roof, right in front of, like, right below me, or in a tree. So I grabbed my comb. Okay, so alright, the bird was chirping or whatever. So I stopped combing my hair, and I'm just standing there like this again with the bird. So okay, I picks up the comb again. I went to go comb my hair again, and every time I put the comb up to my head, it would chirp, like chirp, 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 chirp. And I put the comb down. I'm like, all right. I put the comb up again to my head again. As soon as I went to go comb, chirp, 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 chirp. I'm like, this bird's trying to get my attention. And it did it another time. I tried to comb my hair again. It chirped again. I was like, you know what? This is getting really weird. It's funny because I always knew I had a connection with birds. Like, there's a particular place that I work at from time to time that they have a lot of pictures and stuff on the walls. In one of their particular rooms, I always noticed it too. I always just stare at it. It's like a picture, it's like a monologue of like birds. And even in that same room, they got like, in like a case on the wall, they got 3 pieces of cinnabar. Now, if you don't know what cinnabar is Mercury, right? Mercury, the day of Wednesday, Hermes, obviously. You can go on about Hermes, Thoth, all the same. And I don't know exactly what the bird was trying to tell me, but and I feel intuitively it's the same bird. Like, I don't think it's a different bird. And it's a black bird too, a common black bird. And I googled it, and I googled the black bird, and I wanted to read what they say about the black bird, because I find it to be very, very fascinating. So I looked it up the other day when the bird was chirping the other day, and I actually saw it. But I know intuitively it's the same bird. I know it's the same bird. So let's look it up. What does the blackbird symbolize? The coloring of the blackbird makes the creature a symbol of death, change, magic, and mystery. Often blackbirds represent or sacred to tricksters, demigods, or gods and goddesses in myth, and shamans consider these creatures spiritual messengers. That's pretty cool. I have a connection with birds. I mean, it makes sense with all the air in my chart. And but just, I have a lot of synchronicities with birds. Like, I could, for example, sometimes even like recently, in more recent times, but it's once in a while I always see blue jays. Blue jays fuck with me. I remember one day I was sitting on my porch, and my porch has it's on the second landing. It's on the second landing. It's not on the bottom landing towards the ground. It's on the second landing. So I'm sitting up on my porch. This was like last summer. A blue jay just came and sat on my porch, like on the landing. Like, I'm like, what the hell? And it was just chilling. It scared the shit out of me. And then eventually flew away. But it was just like the fact that it got that close to me. And like, I noticed animals, like, I'm not a big animal person, but animals like me. I noticed that in my life. Animals definitely like me. Another thing with birds. So the last 3 days, has been the blackbird. Sometimes, even like a couple days ago, I seen the bluebird in the tree. I mean, the blue jay in the tree. And thing about birds, like, is always had a thing with birds. Like, I remember a couple years ago, it was really cold, like really cold this winter. This had to have been like 2008 or something. 2018. And I left the house real quick because I wanted to get out real quick because I was in the house for a while and it was cold and I wanted to get out. So I wanted to go see my family for a little bit. And I wasn't even gone long. I had all the intentions of coming back home quick. Like, I didn't plan on staying. I wasn't planning on being out long or anything. I just wanted to chill for a little bit and come back to the crib. And when I came back, there was a whole bird in my house. Like, me and my daughter was literally fighting a bird. I was shook. Like, my daughter was like, "What are you doing, Bob? You scared?" I'm like, "Man, get that thing." So she grabbed the broom and got it out the house. So I posted on Facebook like, "Yo, there was a whole bird in my house." And one of my friends was like, "Hey, that means death. When a bird's in your house, that means death. Somebody's gonna die." I was like, "Does it mean I'm gonna die?" She said, "No, but it means somebody's gonna die." And I'm like, "Oh shit." So I say about like a couple days after that incident, one of my childhood friends called me and was like, "Yo, one of our other childhood friends died. And he's a year younger than me." And I'm like, damn, I knew this boy since we were like 2-3 years old. Like, we literally grew up together. And he died. And it was just like, wow. You know, it was just crazy. Like, there was no way this bird could have got in my house. Like, it was the winter time. All my windows was closed. Like when I say it was cold outside, I will never forget. Because even my sister was like, "How the hell we get in there? It's the winter time. It ain't like you got windows open." I'm like, exactly. I have no reason to lie about this story. Like, my daughter was the one who actually got the bird out the house. Like, she could tell you. But it was crazy. Like just the connection I have with birds. And even growing up, like the block I grew up on, like, because, you know, Pennsylvania is nothing but a big forest. Like, it's a lot of trees, it's a lot of greenery, it's a lot of, you know, weeds and herbs. It's a lot of stuff around here. So, you know, we have a lot of birds. So it used to be all these birds that used to be on the wire when you came up the street. It give you the feel of like Birdman. You ever, I don't know, like, it's a video like, what happened to that boy, him in the clips. And at the beginning when he was like, they did the little bird call and the little pigeons, so it kind of reminded you of that. And yeah, so like the thing about birds, like me and birds, like I feel intuitively like we go way back, you know, even down to my personal self and the things I know about myself. Like, I always been a person of the mind. I always was mindful. I always wanted to learn, and I was always curious to learn. That's what I did, and I'm still the same way. Like, I love to learn. Like, I'm that chick in the classroom, especially something I'm interested in. Not in any classroom, but, you know, I love to learn. I definitely do. And birds represent thoughts and mind and thought itself, and I have a deep connection with Thoth as well, like a deep connection with Thoth. Like that's family. Like Thoth's family to me. I always looked up to Thoth and studied under Thoth, and I always will. And it's all connected to birds. Birds are like mini dragons. And I call myself a dragon. I know a lot of people find that to be very weird that I call myself a dragon, but I know I'm a dragon because, first of all, I got too many synchronicities pointing to me being a dragon. Let's start off with me. I was born the year of the dragon. That's for one. How my natal chart is set up, I'm definitely a fucking dragon. And just who I am and everything about birds and serpents, because that's basically what they are. Birds are snakes. Birds are serpents with wings. Like, before their wings start off, their wings are originally scales. So birds are serpents. And the thing about serpent energy is it's what makes us immortal. It makes us connected. That's the connection. That's the bridge between the physical and the spiritual. And not even just that, on every level, the mental, the emotional, it's vibration, it's the energy. It's shaped like a snake. A snake is shaped like what? A wave. Like, you see a wave and you see, like, not even just a water wave, but like an electric wave, like a sound wave. It's moving like a snake. You know what I mean? And I just hear the bird. I swear I just heard the bird. I swear I just heard the bird. I know I ain't tripping. But I just found it weird how the bird was really like trying to get my attention every time I tried to comb my hair. It was like chirp, 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 chirp. Like, hey, over here. And it was really close. And I'm going to meditate on me and birds, because there's definitely a connection there. And even like down to that place I be going to work at, that's like, I don't go there often. I go there once in a while to work, but I just find it very interesting how they got the cinnabar, like the cinnabar crystals on a thing, and then you right across from it is the birds. And yeah, it's memory care. Yeah, it's on a memory care floor, but so memory is the mind, so it makes sense. But I just find it very interesting because I have cinnabar. I have my own cinnabar crystal rock. Like, I got like 3 cinnabars, and I don't really like sit and meditate with them like I should. So maybe like next time I go in the bathroom, even like soon, like now, in a minute, like I'll go in there, I'll bring my cinnabar and try to tap into what the bird is trying to tell me. Another story about birds. Like a couple years ago when I first moved into this house that I live in now, I'm in my kitchen, and I got a big window in my kitchen, so I hear something hit my kitchen window, like, don't. I'm like, what? I got scared. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So I get up, and it's a bird. And then, like, it said a couple chirps, and it went away. And I'm like, matter of fact, I remember it was 2020. And I was just like, what? So, yeah, man, birds be talking to me, man. Birds be giving me messages. And I think I'm going to start meditating on communicating with the birds and, building a relationship with the birds. Because they clearly want to build a relationship with me. So, I'm open to it. It's weird and as scary as it sounds. I'm open to it. Like, I'm curious to know more about, birds and why they communicate with me so thoroughly. But I just wanted to say that. That's all. So, if If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll come back with some more stuff. But I just wanted to talk about the bird thing because this is a common thing with me and birds.